Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to New Face Entertainment. We thank you. We appreciate you for coming. And also, for those who are coming for the first time, please hit the red subscribe button, and God will continue to bless you in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Meet Benedicta Elechi, Daddy Free's new wife, who left her husband to be with Daddy Freeze after she discovered that she was pregnant for him while still in her husband's house. She was married to Mr. Paul Otenika, who she took to court in 2018, seeking to be divorced from him because she has left her husband's house to be with Daddy Freeze. Elechi was born in Ilorin, even though she grew up in different parts of the country since her parents moved around a lot. Her formative years were spent in Port Harcourt City, where she schooled and was able to mold her thoughts on the things she wanted to do in life. She was born on the 7th of August in 1978. Elechi started her cooking when she was a teenager, as she claimed her mother was a chef aside being a civil servant. Of the 6 children of her parents were blessed with, she was the only person who had a keen interest in cooking and towing a path. She said as she has come a long way in creating a cooking brand, as she talked to the correspondent through her journey. She studied analytical chemistry at the River State University of Science and Technology. Benedicta Elechi of chemistry who turned out is a graduate of chemistry who turned out to be a chef. Elechi's first creation is fish toast, a meal she created from potatoes and fish at the age of 15. She had special interest in commercial production of yogurt, and this made her work on it as a final year project in school. The beautiful woman talked enthusiastically about her life as a chef, as she said her love for good food and presentation of food made her explore the profession. From cooking in the house at the age of 24, Elechi was able to raise enough money and convince family friends that she was up to the task. At age 29, she started her company and was able to employ about 158 persons after 2 years of starting. The mother of 5 considered for a 5-year period where she cooked at home a grinding phase as she gave it all. The amazing creation of Elechi. Intrigued by the success she was able to achieve at her age, Elechi opened up more on the things she did to get this point where she is now. According to her, the Nigerian Stock Exchange had a program called NCE Bubble in 2006, and she was able to tap into this by buying stocks and reselling to make more money. This made her new business move forward, as she was able to cover the capital aspect of it. This development made it easy for her to take on the role of cooking for corporate organizations and private firms. Elechi grew her brand by venturing into baking, catering, and the production of yogurts. She had corps members, and undergraduates working for her at different points in time. The young woman relocated to Lagos in December 2015 after she got divorced. She got involved with Daddy Freeze, a popular OAP in Nigeria, and felt there was a need to be close to the father of her baby. Elechi had 3 children from her previous marriage. She adopted her niece legally when her elder sister passed on and had a child in a new union with the OAP. Elechi said her love for food presentation kept her going with cooking. When asked if any of her children is interested in becoming a chef like her, The founder of the Taste Buds Nigeria said her 10-year-old daughter enjoys working with her in the kitchen even though she wants to be a pilot. She believes parents should allow the children to be the best they could be. Their role is to guide them after all, so they don't make the wrong decision. Elechi, who has successfully built Taste Bud NG, a cooking brand in Lagos, is confident she will be able to record many successes as she did in Port Harcourt. She said in about 6 months of being in Lagos, her clientele had increased. She said she records about 25 to 40% profits in her turnover, and that is good for her. The beautiful woman said not finding riverine and esteemed cuisine easily in Lagos made her focus in that area, even though she is not limited to the cooking of other meals regardless of the origin. When she was asked about her achievements so far, she said she cannot count her blessings. She has touched over 200 lives in the space of 6 years. She feels extremely fulfilled about making positive impacts in the lives of the youth. Interestingly, the great chef said she has a road, the Church Lane, named after her in Port Harcourt. That was the name of her first company. She had made the road and had installed some facilities there when she was starting. Elechi, who has adopted Taste Bud as a name, wants the youth to believe in themselves and find something they are really passionate about to do. She said she had never seen herself struggling to get a white-collar job and feels happy with her status. She confessed to being pushed off the edge with taxes from the touts, local government officials, as well as the state and federal offices. Aside cooking, the eloquent Nigerian woman had a passion for writing, even though she has not fully explored the area. The relationship between the Phrase and Benedicta started a few years ago, and the couple now have a son together, with the Phrase having 2 children from a previous marriage and Benedicta also having 3 children from her previous marriage. Benedicta opens up about her previous marriage and the reason things ended in a divorce settlement. She explains that her ex-husband was living a lie and that the marriage was a sham. She says, "I filed for a divorce from him because of his sexual perversion, and there's a point where you get to as a human being when you realize that something or what is your aim is never going to work. Because when I signed the contract to marry him, I believed I was marrying a man that shared the same type of sexuality with me. Don't get me wrong, I do not have any issues with people that have different sexual orientation, but when you come and say you want to get into a marriage contract with someone, you both have to share the same sexual orientation. So, when you get into the marriage and find out it wasn't what you bargained for, it's like you were tricked into the marriage. The marriage is a sham. For example, we got married in 2000. I filed for divorce in 2012. For the period of 10 years that we were married, we actually had sex intercourse just 11 times in 10 years. He never let me sleep in his room. I had to stay in my own room. He would only come to me when it seems he thinks we should make a baby. Way into the marriage, I caught him red-handed in gay sex. I walked into him in our living room at about 1:30, 1:40 a.m. with a guy I didn't really know, but he obviously walked in with that person at the time of the night, and I walked into them in our living room. I can tell you it was a struggle. You were living in a society where as a woman you have to do everything you can to preserve your marriage. You can come out of it. You just have to pray. God can change things. There are certain things that we need to know when God is talking to you. It's a little bit emotional for me because there are a lot of women out there that have gone through what I've been through and they can't come out. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of reasons I never wanted to do an interview. The pain that I went through is real and it can only take a lifetime to forget. And that the phrase, this 2020, she is still a fiancée, not even a wife.
Please
and it's so unfortunate that people that believe
subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. Subscribing to this channel is very, very